You tap your pen during meetings, bite your nails when you're thinking, talk to yourself in the shower. People think you're anxious, distracted, fidgety. But what if these aren't flaws at all? What if these behaviors reveal something most people never recognize about their own minds? Your coworker makes a joke about you always being late, always losing your keys, always doodling during important calls. You laugh it off. But inside there's a question you've carried for years. Why can't you just be normal? In 2011, researchers at the University of Michigan discovered that certain messy behaviors correlate with higher cognitive processing speeds. What looks like chaos on the surface is actually your brain working faster than your environment can keep up. You narrate your grocery list out loud, whisper instructions to yourself while cooking. Replay conversations in your head, but with your own voice. Self-directed speech activates the prefrontal cortex differently than silent thought. It creates dual processing, where your brain acts as both speaker and listener. Psychologist Gary Lupien at the University of Wisconsin-Madison found that people who verbalized tasks performed them 12% faster and with fewer errors. You do this because your internal world is so complex that silence can't contain it. Your thoughts move too fast for quiet processing. Your desk is a graveyard of coffee cups, sticky notes, half-read books. Your phone has 47 open tabs. Your bedroom floor is a topography of clean and dirty clothes. In 2013, researchers at the University of Minnesota published findings that messy environments correlate with creative breakthroughs. Disorder signals a mind that prioritizes idea generation over environmental management. Your brain is allocating resources. It's choosing abstraction over organization, concept over container. Einstein's desk, Mark Twain's study, Steve Jobs' office were all documented disasters. The mess isn't despite their intelligence, it's evidence of it. 2 a.m. finds you awake, researching something random, watching video essays, lost in thought spirals. A 2009 study from the London School of Economics showed that people with higher childhood IQ scores were more likely to be evening chronotypes as adults. Your circadian rhythm doesn't match societal schedules because your brain is wired for deep focus during low stimulation hours. Night offers fewer interruptions, less social noise. You're not lazy or undisciplined. You're operating on a neurological schedule that doesn't fit the 9-to-5 world, and you've been punished for it your entire life. You've probably noticed a theme here. Every habit that gets criticized, every quirk you've tried to fix, is actually your intelligence announcing itself. But the next ones get stranger, and they reveal something even deeper about how your mind protects itself. You forget appointments, walk into rooms and forget why, lose your phone while holding it. Research from the University of Toronto in 2013 distinguished between absent-mindedness and working memory allocation. High-functioning brains actively delete irrelevant information to preserve processing power for complex tasks. Adaptive forgetting means your brain is making executive decisions about what deserves storage space. You forget the dentist appointment because your mind was solving a problem 3 layers deeper than Tuesday at 3 p.m. Your brain chose. And it chose you over the calendar. Someone's talking to you at dinner. You nod at the right moments, but inside, you're somewhere else entirely, building scenarios, solving imaginary problems, replaying alternate versions of your own life. In 2012, Harvard psychologists tracked 2,250 adults and found that minds wander 47% of waking hours. But they also found that people who reported more frequent daydreaming scored higher on creative problem-solving tests. Default mode network activation means when you zone out, your brain isn't resting. It's consolidating memories, making unexpected connections, running parallel simulations. You daydream because reality moves too slowly for the speed at which your mind generates possibilities. You start hobbies and abandon them. Binge learn new skills, then drop them. Jump between projects, books, interests. A 2015 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that people with higher need for cognition showed stronger pattern recognition and abstract reasoning abilities. Your brain has a higher baseline need for novelty. Dopamine receptors demand fresh input. Repetition feels like suffocation. You're not flaky or uncommitted. You're cognitively understimulated by a world designed for average processing speeds. Your boredom is intellectual hunger, not character failure. You analyze past conversations for hidden meanings. Second guess your own decisions. Play out 17 versions of tomorrow's meeting before it happens. Research from SUNY Downstate Medical Center in 2014 found correlation between rumination and verbal intelligence. People who overthink demonstrate enhanced linguistic processing and social prediction modeling. Your brain is running threat assessment, pattern matching, and scenario planning simultaneously. It's trying to protect you by outthinking potential futures. This same mechanism that helps you anticipate problems also traps you in analysis paralysis. Your intelligence becomes its own cage. You cancel plans. Choose books over parties. Feel drained after social events, even good ones. A 2016 study in the British Journal of Psychology found that highly intelligent people reported lower life satisfaction when they socialized more frequently. The correlation reversed for average intelligence groups. Social interaction requires cognitive resources, reading faces, managing impressions, processing subtext. For high processing minds, this is exhausting, not energizing. Your need for solitude isn't antisocial, it's self-preservation. Your brain requires recovery time from the intense data processing that happens in every human interaction. Look back at these 8 habits. They all share something. They're criticized, pathologized, treated as problems to fix. Society rewards conformity, consistency, social performance. It punishes the very traits that indicate complex cognition. You've spent years trying to correct behaviors that were never broken, apologizing for a mind that was simply running faster, deeper, differently. Understanding these patterns doesn't mean you stop struggling, but it means you stop seeing yourself as defective. Name the behavior without judgment. When you talk to yourself, notice it. Don't suppress it. Create spaces that match your actual rhythms. Work late if that's when you focus. Embrace organized chaos if that's your natural system. Protect alone time without guilt. Explain your energy patterns to people who matter. Let go of those who won't understand. Channel overthinking into journaling or voice memos. Give your mind an output channel so the loops don't trap you. Think about the habit you've tried hardest to hide or fix, the one you apologize for most. What if that habit is actually the clearest signal of how your mind works? What if you've been treating intelligence like a disorder? Your messy desk, your 3 a.m. thoughts. Your forgotten appointments aren't failures. They're the debris field of a mind moving too fast for the container it's been given. Which of these habits hit closest to home for you? And what would change if you stopped seeing it as something to fix?